know, this is talking about the stone statue they love me, like a big statue of Buddha, right? So Leviticus 26:1 telling you that don't set any kind of image unto yourself. So guess what? You know that picture of Christ that they get in the church and that they give in the church. That image. Alright, continue reading.
Verse 2. Ye shall keep my Sabbath and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Ye walk in my statutes and commandments and do them. Then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield their increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit.
Everybody give you rain in due season. Anytime you want it.
No. I'm sorry. When it should fall, sir.
Exactly. You have a time. Even though we in the tropics here, we are rainfall anytime, right? True or false? But there are some periods which you can look for more rain than other times. True or false? Right. Now, most persons who plant, they try to catch that period of time, that we would call the rain season. Even though rain can fall anytime. But there's a certain time where you expect some rain. May, October, October. And then you know that between like July, August, September, especially July, August, you're gonna get some rain as well. It's not rain season, but based on the whatever kind of system developed on the sea, you might get some rain. But May, October, you look for some rain. So we can call it a rainy season or the rain season. And our authorities know about that, so they tend to clean the drains around about this time. When they say they want to clean the drains before the rain set in, they will clean the drains about this time. So here the Most High is telling you that this period of time that you know that it should rain, you keep my laws and my statutes and I will let it rain. So if we think that rainfall is purely scientific, or you getting rain is purely scientific, making a sad mistake. You, the Israelite, is making a sad mistake if that's what you're thinking. Read that part again.
Verse 4. Then I will give you rain in due season, and the land can. We start from 3.
No man, 4. Just read 4.
Just read 4.
In due season, and
the land shall yield or increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit.
Alright, so during the rain time, fruit normally ripe. True? So if we keep His commandments and do them, if we walk in His statutes and keep His commandments and do them, this is one thing will happen. What else will happen?
So verse 5, and your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and ye shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely.
So this is wheat. This part is talking about wheat. So you will get your wheat so that you can mill your wheat into flour to make your bread. And in our case, your bread and your what? Bread and what? Huh?
Dumplings.
Bread and your dumplings. So even you getting your dumplings depends on three things. Those factors of the both that. Is your operate? Alright, continue.
Verse 6. And I will give peace in the land, ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will
Right, so this land is not talking about our land. It was generally talking about which land? No, the land wasn't called the land of Israel. Canaan, the promised land. It was talking about the land that was promised unto Abraham. Understand? Continue.
and I will rid evil beasts out of the land, neither shall the sword go through your land.
Alright, so the lions, the bears, the crocodiles, all those things are man-eating beasts. The Most High promised that He will get rid of them. So if you don't keep His commandment, all them evil beasts come upon you. You're out in the field and only for your family to hear that a lion grab you, or a bear grab you, a crocodile gone with him. Mommy, crocodile gone with daddy. Because those in the land are not keeping His commandment. Continue reading.
Verse 7. And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword.
Hold on. You know, so this not picking up. Then want something to charge it. Charger, you can get it. Come here. Somebody else don't know thing there. Plug in there. Come on, look in the pocket here. This one white cable. Come on, let me talk to you. Take it down there. Put back the white one. Put that there new thing there. Plug this in the thing there. Come on. Put it in the corner. This one not ready. Another thing that I can charge it. Alright, continue.
From verse 8. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
Alright, so He will stand with us even in battle. 5 of you put up 100 to flight, and 100 of you put 10,000 to flight. That is it. Ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. So, I mean, this is in our covenant that people will come up against you, but the Most High will give you victory over them. She's talking about war. But nobody believe that because you're wrapped up, tied up, bundled up under the Most High, as they love to put it, that you're not going to be faced in war. I can't turn back that, you know. Alternate it, man. Take some. Don't believe that because of that, we are so, we are His. So no one won't come against us. Yeah, man. Let's get up off your ass and fight. Now the difference is if you win or not. Continue.
God. Verse 9. For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you.
Right. Continue. How He will have respect unto you. So we keep His covenant, He will have respect unto us. If you don't keep His covenant, what will happen? He will have no respect to you. Think about you having an unfaithful wife, a thief going astray. You're not going to have any respect here. So they just eventually just put her aside. And guess what? That's what happened to us, you know. Yeah. Give the Most High so much bun. That is just a here we can't take the word up. We don't go anything will happen to you. Go on. Then we know here we are now coming back to him. And he's saying, you know, guess what? You say you want to come back. Yeah, there is the law, there is the thing, what you should do. You want to read it and do it. It's called the Bible. And then I will see if it makes sense to take you back. That's the stage we're at now. But the Most High knows all things, so he said that, oh yes, okay, all right, fine, yeah, I'll be taking you back. But you still have to do something. Now what's that thing? Keep reading. Come on. Continue reading. Verse 1.
Verse 10. And ye shall eat gold store, and bring forth the old because of the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you.
Alright, so this is another blessing. It says, you shall eat old store and bring forth the old because of the new. This is what? What is talking about? The one who gets it is thinking. Let me see who's thinking.
Yeah.
What about it?
You have to eat the old one and you have to get new food.
Alright, it's a one word answer. We can't find that word. Just talking about that. One word answer. Alright. Begins with a A. Begins with a A. Alright, let me see. Mm-hmm. Alright, going once, going twice, going three times. This is talking about abundance. Having food in abundance. Let me what that says. Meaning, you have so much food, that's food coming in, and the one that you have stored up, when you finish it. Understand? So the new food that is coming now, what you would normally do, you have food stored up in the home. New food comes in, goes where? In storage to the back. And you bring forth the older one to use up. Abundance. Yes, abundance. Continue reading.
Verse 11. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that ye should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright. But if ye will not hearken unto me,
Okay.
hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, if your soul abhor my judgment, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you.
Alright, so here now it is saying that if your soul, meaning that I can't bother with this thing and with this thing. No. Do all them things. Look at all the other nations around me. Yeah, look what they're doing. And they eat anything, they this, they that. Why you have to do this? I'm not going to keep this covenant. I'm not going to do this. Well, you wouldn't know until you take it.
Look so nice outside, I will never taste it now. They say we didn't know.
Yeah, that's when the sickness comes in, but kind of too late for you. Understand? You mind sharing what is in there, sis?
Okay.
You both mind sharing what you're saying?
Okay.
Hmm? It is? Hmm? So this is the topic? Alright, so continue reading.
Verse 16. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you care, consumption, and the burning ague.
Egg.
Answer?
Egg. Burning egg.
Egg, yes. Egg, the burning egg that shall consume the hide and cause sorrow of heart, and ye shall sow you seed in days.
Your seed.
So your seed veil, for your enemy shall eat it.
What that is talking about? You plant and just before you reap what the
Enemy.
enemies come and take over your place. And reap it for, and guess what? They might even put you in to reap it. You have to reap it and carry it to them.
It comes here, same thing I'm now, sir.
Basically.
Or place up here in rock river there, in the rock river there, then plant the wheat for the Eden, and then go there and make them reap it and sell it and make the money out of it.
Well, at least those working there get a pay. But this is not talking about you getting paid for either your labor or for what you plant.
It's coming like slavery then.
Exactly. Well, it's not really slavery yet, but it's saying that you're going to plant it and don't get it. Alright, so verse over there?
Verse.
That was 17, 16.
Yes.
Alright, so he will appoint over you, he will also do this unto you, or even appoint over you terror. That's where other persons come to terrorize you. Right?
Something.
Alright. We see how that happening in the 17 to 17, late 17 to 18. Yeah, he appointed terror over us. Obviously, we weren't keeping the laws, and we're still not keeping them. So what? Maybe something else is going to come. Other terror is going to come. Consumption, burning in, that shall consume the eye. Alright? Sorrow of heart. And this is just one verse, 17.
Answer. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
Run from your shadow. Continue.
And if ye will not yet for all this hearken unto me,
And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then
I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
So if you do all of that and you're still not keeping the commandments, you're going to go a little further. What will you be doing? 7 times more for your sin. And
I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron, and your earth as brass.
so you ever pick up in a situation where your heaven is iron and your earth is brass. That means what? What you normally depend from up above?
Rain.
Rain. So if no rain come, what you get?
No.
Drought.
Drought.
So drought lick you. And if drought lick you, what becomes of the soil?
Break up.
Break up.
Okay, so it need any food.
Dirty tough. You ever try to fast the earth that hasn't been wet? Just like iron, ain't it? Alright. So you make your the earth though the earth under your feet brass. That means it's gonna be producing nothing for you. Remember I promised you rain, and that the earth will bring forth for you. So when you stop rain, no water from above. Continue.
20. And your strength shall be spent in vain, For your land shall not yield or increase, neither shall the trees of the land yield their fruits.
All right. You ever see that happen? Don't lick the trees and then the little fruit, you see the blossom. And the blossom drop off and you see some little fruit come up.
And then,
And then it just drop off.
done.
So, you know, Esau make it give us the impression like, you know, it's a scientific thing. No rain didn't come, but don't worry, it's because the rain cloud didn't come over. Well, the rain cloud didn't come over because you're not keeping the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. That's what he's telling you here. Simple as that. Continue.
Done.
21.
21. Cancel. And if ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
So if you do all that and you still don't hear, he's going a little further. Touching the plagues now. The coronavirus, the AIDS, well, STDs, the diabetes, high blood pressure, the cancer, blood disease, asthma. All right. So when you make the grass, the dust, the dirt under your foot, grass, please get what? When there is drought, there is normally what? Dust. Yeah. So that affect your eyes and your respiratory system. So yeah, maybe you will have asthma. All right. Now, if there is no rain, then if there was rain, the Sahara just couldn't come over. Couldn't reach so far. All right, continue.
Verse 22. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate.
You're afraid to go out because they can imagine they have a kind of wild beast about it. What crocodile?
Yeah. Yeah. Mama.
Oh, snake is, but
They not so
no poison snake out there.
yeah, some they both.
But guess what? There was a place where a man find a rattlesnake up in a tree, and one find even cobra. You know that those came out of the rubber container that shipping in.
Oh.
So what if they come and breed up in the wild? And then the most I send them on to man, imagine they can't go outside because snake. You go outside and your child go outside to play and child is no more. And that's what he's saying. Tell wild beasts to rob you of your children. Continue.
Verse 23. And if ye will not be reformed by me, by these things, but will walk contrary unto me, then will I also walk contrary unto you, and will punish you yet 7 times for your sins.
All right, so who said that, you know, like somebody do something and you do back to them and say, man, oh, you so, what you the love is? Especially like a woman do something and you do it back to her. You said that you the man come like a what? No? What you really love to you call the man when he match the woman with what she's doing? See. When Well, here the most I tell you is that you walk contrary to me, I'm going to walk contrary to you. He ain't a sissy. Huh? Right, so continue.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6 and
What?
verse 25.
5.
And will bring a sword
No,
upon
man.
you.
No, 24 will. Then will I also walk contrary to you and will punish you 7 times for your sin. Right. 25.
Verse 25. And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. Quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send the pestilence among you, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. And when
Alright, so when you gather together, what kind of pestilence come upon you? Thank you. Virus, man. So it's not new. It's not new. Hey, the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. So maybe Corona have been around before. But watch this. Here most I put it say, when you are gathered together in a city, he will multiply the pestilence on you. Here we are now faced with Corona. Corona multiply upon us when we do what? When we gather together, because the main thing they talk about is what? Social distancing. So that's how you know that is the most I sending these pestilence on us, you know. Some more. Yeah.
Then I agree I see a move faster than me. I see she jump and sleep and then she will lie down for me and we go so and when she just come in, she don't want to go try and say.
So just move.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a social distancing.
Like she has social distance and now she can't just go.
She want to sleep. Alright, continue. Where we are now, 26.
Verse 26. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and they shall eat and not be satisfied.
Mm-hmm. So 10 women will give you your bread and you're still not satisfied. That's how smart. So remember, you know, before in the blessing section, he said that if you're gonna do out the food, you eat from old store and you shall right. No, he didn't say abundance, but give you the old. You shall eat from the old store and bring forth the old because of the new. Now here, 10 women, verse what?
Verse 26.
And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied. So don't bother believe the most will punish you and make you get this world of food and you eat and can't satisfy. You ain't getting no food because heaven is what? Iron, and the earth is grass. So you get no food, yes.
So the 10 woman will eat the bread is like a man will eat.
The big bread.
That try to the 10 woman who eat the bread, bake the bread.
Could be your 10 wives.
Yeah.
That means what? You can't take care of it.
Yeah. No, when we are trying to you see, it's like a man who wants more than one wife having money and spend for every one of them. And then you have no money, you have no bread to yourself.
Yes, sis.
Like I said, it says, the Bible says, ye shall eat and not be satisfied.
Yeah.
You're not going to have much to eat. But deliver your bread by weight means what? Or measure the food give you. You won't be eating in abundance. Eh? Yes, it's the person part where we're at now. You're not keeping the covenant, you're not keeping the Most High's laws and statutes. So it's punishing you. Huh? Right, so what we have been reading from verse 14 is the punishment. Repeat? Won't be sufficient.
Yeah.
That's what it's telling you. Yep, won't be sufficient. They shall deliver your bread to you by weight. Imagine you have to measure now. Boy, cook a little flour, you know, can't give us no more than 3 dumplings. I one. Him eat, don't he would have eaten. But he's not satisfied. Because normally you would want some 6 or 7 or if he's a hard working man, he might want 10. Alright, continue. Question? Statement? What? Alright, continue.
Verse 27. And if ye will not for all the earth hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury, and I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sin.
And this is the point now where the woman said, he said, man, wicked is it? After she go out and she go and say, one bun me give me now, look how much I'm treatment bad. That's what the most I say, chastise you 7 times for your sin. Continue. That means it's going to do you worse than you do. Continue.
Verse 29. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat.
Alright, explain the part that to them. Hello? Explain that part. Interrupt me. Alright, remember the story in How can you go somewhere? There was a story in the Bible where the two women agreed, starvation was in the land. And the two women agreed that they were going to eat their children. They were going to eat their baby. Think of you planning to eat your 3-year-old daughter because hmm? All right. So you agree with the woman beside your neighbor, and said, yeah, well, I'm going to sit there. Today we're going to eat my child. Tomorrow you and I eat your child. And you say, all right, yes. And then you kill your child and want to cook it and eat it. That is the story in the Bible I tell you. When the time comes now for you to eat the next child or the lady said, no, God, I'll kill you with it. And then you have your business. It's in the Bible. So this could be downright cannibalism, or you probably selling your child, selling into slavery just so you can feed yourself. Right. Or selling into slavery. Continue.
Verse 30, and I will destroy your high places, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you.
Abhor, yeah. Right. So when you gonna war now and gone to them other nation, high places and idols, and go join with them and start go to their groves. Yeah, man. No cause you could bed within them in there. Probably them same nation sacrifice you. Continue.
Right. And I will make your cities waste. Verse 31. And I will make your cities waste and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation. And I will not smell the savior of your
Savor, not savior, savor.
savor of your sweet odors.
Odors. This is talking about
Odors.
you cooking your nice food within your holidays.
Christmas.
Your Easter dinner, your Christmas dinner, your Mother's Day dinner, your New Year's dinner, your Father's Day dinner. Now, but you most are not going to pay any attention to it. So you'll be doing it in vain. Alright. Continue.
And I will bring the land into desolation, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished at it. And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then shall the land
Alright, so making your land desolate and your cities waste. You know when they call it archaeology, when archaeologists come upon some ancient cities. Huh? Yeah. Talking about things like that. The cities become waste. Ruin. That's what has happened to our places that we used to occupy in Canaan. They are ruins. Archaeologists, what again? They're not even finding some of them. They don't know about them. Verse 1.
34.
Continue.
Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbath as long as it lieth desolate.
Right. So the Sabbath, which we should be keeping,
No. Thank you.
you're not talking about the Sabbath day, no?
No.
What are you talking about?
No. Thank you.
It's talking about, I remember last week when we talked about the one in every 6 year plan, and you're supposed to rest the land on the 7th year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right. We weren't doing that.
Oh,
All we were doing is planting. We weren't resting the land every 7th year. So this is where the Most High said, you're going to make your cities desolate and make your land desolate. When the land lie desolate, the land will enjoy its Sabbath, meaning nobody won't go disturb it, to plant it. Understand?
sir.
Right. So the land will lie desolate and enjoy its Sabbath. It's enjoying its Sabbath now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, where those heathens are in the land. Not the same place that we have. We were in the mountains. Come to.
And ye be, verse 34, in verse 34. And ye be in your enemy's land, even then shall the land rest and enjoy our Sabbath.
Yes. When the enemy come and take you away from this land that I'm going to put it. Yeah, the land will enjoy its Sabbath. Continue.
As long, verse 35, as long as it lieth desolate, it shall rest, because it did not rest in your Sabbath when ye dwelt upon it.
Right. They were observing that one in 7 years that you should leave it and not plant it and not plant it. Right.
Verse 36, and upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a pain into your heart in the land of your enemies, and the sound of a shaking leaf shall chase them.
Read that again. And upon them that are left.
And the sound of a
No, read it again. 36.
Yeah, verse 36. And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a pain into their heart in the land of their enemies.
So while we are in captivity, the Most High send fitness in your heart that make you what? You turn a coward. As a year trash mash you run. Run from your own shadow. But that's about the thing I said. Why is it lizard in run? You hear trash mashing run. You fear the banana leaf. You go yes.
Yes, sir. And even in the nurturing of a child in Israel, that because or those who are set of us in the home, parents, guardians, whosoever they may be, they have fallen from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. There's all these fairy tales and suspicions and driving fear into children sometimes, like being afraid of something they call ducky. Right? So I look at it from that angle that without the law, statutes, and commandments, and not and keeping it, everything that surrounds you, it makes it become fearful and afraid.
You know, the Catholic Church will tell a lot of ducky stories.
That's exactly. Something like the story is not the ducky.
All right. And the Mr. Brown, the coffin, go around on the island and three-wheel coffin. Ask Mr. Brown, come from them, you know? Yes. And there was another one that they write about a little, like, you know, say ghost, you know. They give it a name, but in the bush, and they love to take away children. You see children out in the bush and it would come and play with them. And the woman, black heart come from them. Yes, and take time, play with them and carry them deep and deeper in the bush till they don't know where they be. And take with the little children come from the Catholic Church. So they used to tell a lot of fearful story that would drive fear in people.
You think, and then when you are going to do this man, remember when you are living at church, you come here, road to the family, remember about the story going to there. I don't think
Alright, so you see the Most High sending the fearful heart to you in so many ways. Because those bumpy stories, and then our people take on to them too, because the ones who weren't afraid, okay, somebody here just name one legit pro says they just killed another black man in Minneapolis. I am so hurt. Stay strong, brothers. Okay, legit pro, yeah, the Most I brought you here to give us that story. Pray for the families of those, but we pray that they might come in the truth. We know why, we in the truth know why our brothers out there being killed by the cops. But we can't hear for them. They have to hear for themselves. That's why I said, you that have ear to hear. Right. I can't hear for you. So I hope you legit, pro. I hope you would come into the truth so that you might avert these curses. If you're an Israelite, come in the truth that you might avert these curses to not come onto you. Alright, shalom, brother. Alright, continue.
And same verse,
Verse 1?
Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And the sound of a shaking leaf shall chase them, and they shall flee as steam from a sword, and they shall fall when none pursue.
Why trust me? You don't want that? No. With this kind of art, such fearful art, can't free yourself for them. Can't free yourself. Yeah, man. Can't free yourself. And this is the thing that has happened to a lot of the blacks in America. Yeah. Yeah, that is why this is why, like when UPK come out and have the whites kissing their feet, you hear the blacks saying, no, because what? As far as the black concerned, we don't want to upset this man. We don't want him to come against us harder than he is. Which in a way, all it takes is for you to stand against him and put him in his place.
He might go put you in your place.
He put you in a place that he thinks is yours.
Yes.
And you stay there because, can you imagine? You're in a place, you go into your bed, you're hoping that your neighbor don't call the cops to say, I don't see my neighbor from how many days now. Could you send a cop over to check on him? That simple thing like that can get you killed. It happened to us, 2, 3 persons that we have heard of, because there are others that we don't hear of. The cops come to and look. You remember the lady was in her home making tea, and the police on the outside shoot the person. If you think it was a burglar, why not do a stakeout? He must come out, Do a stakeout on the outside. But no, you want to murder somebody. That's the purpose of doing it. they want to kill. It's as if ISUPK feels stronger when he does things like this by Minneapolis. But you see, demonstration is going to happen again. When police kill 6 out here and there was no demonstration. And a matter of fact, people like that, yes, we want to, we can walk free. Sadly. Huh? I don't know. All right, so fearful heart. Verse what? 37.
Verse 37.
All right, we run even when no one is pursuing us. 38.
37.
Yeah, we're 38 now. Oh, just 36. All right, 36.
And they shall fall one upon another, as it were before a sword, when none pursueth, and ye shall have no power to stand before your enemy.
Continue.
And ye shall perish among the heathen, and the land of your enemy shall eat you up. And they that are left of you shall pine away in their iniquity in your enemies' land, and enemies' land, and also in the iniquities of their fathers shall they pine away with them.
Pine away. What do you mean by pine away? What that phrase mean? And you just a grumble and a talk and it a burn you and you can't do nothing. That's how you find a way then. You die like what is happening in the state. It's happening to them and they can't do anything about it. You stay and you grumble and get vexed and you be like that until you die. You can't do anything to stop it.
Okay, sorry, in Washington over recent today, just like with Blake who was shot by police. And you hear Blake speak, you can see the responders there. Because if they had their time, because they're coming out and they're saying they're tired of it. And they make reference to Sandra Bland, Emmett Till, and the others who were.
Well, you know, we all thought that there would be some check on what is happening at George Floyd. And George Floyd was global.
No.
And then they are the one at the, I think it was a Wendy's restaurant, that they sit down in the restaurant and call the cops. You see the car in the line not moving. But it was going around it. The guy was a bit drunk. Call the cops come. I mean, his private property was on him. Tell the man, say, okay, I'm going to lock you up Friday evening. So the man will try to get up from him. Can't afford to go to prison for the weekend. Because when I get bail till Monday. I mean, get moving away from the cops. From the cop. Hey, you know, them guys are wicked, you know. When you look at that video, the one that I'm talking about, you saw the cop and the man stand up and talk to them. They having that simple conversation. No, you wonder, oh, you talking to somebody and it end up in you dying. But quite clear, he wasn't afraid of you, or he wouldn't be having that face-to-face conversation with you at ease, because he didn't have a gun on the man. You know? And then he just tell the man something where no other trigger him off. Just so he can kill him. Anyways, America is gearing up for a little civil war there, you know. If Trump loses, you're going to see. Trump supporters. And you know who they're coming after? Black people. They're not going after the white, who they're going to blame the black for voting out Trump. But I just hope that I want the common sense prevail because I want to see the freedom of my people. I just hope that when that triggers, the Most High will step in. Probably that's the moment the Most High will step in, send His Son to redeem. I know my brothers in the UPK will be safe. They're not going to run up on the UPK. They might try. But I know they're going to be put in their place. But you know, the majority of blacks over there is not in the UPK. Atrocities like black and blacks like that in these countries reflect on us too, you know. We're not in the country. You understand? Yeah, it reflects on us because you out here now and other nation out here, it's like they scoff at you. It's not happening in the land that you're at, you know. You kill black people like what's it not over there. It's not happening in your land, but it belittles you. Yeah. And this is the reason why I don't like them. Yeah.
To become thin and weak because of sadness or loss.
Exactly.
Him, his wife left him. He spent his days around alone, finding a way.
Exactly. So you're grieving, you're murmuring, you're talking about it, you're crying, and you can't do anything about it. Alright, that continue reading.
Verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If then their uncircumcised heart be humbled, and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity, then will I remember my covenant with Jacob.
Listen to this. So you see, it's a good way to pray. Oh my Father, we have walked contrary unto you. You have walked contrary unto us. You have brought us in the land of our enemies. But it was just. You have punished us. And you have rightfully punished us. But we are asking for your forgiveness. Because they say you have to humble your heart, you know. You heard it? Yeah. Nice way to pray, isn't it? Ask for forgiveness while you're being, you know what you're doing. You don't come with a, don't be pompous. And say, me, from me born what me do. You know, you have some people like that. And they say, I don't mean they go to slavery. I'm the four parents, they must know what they mean to do. From me born what me do. We don't do nothing. Yes.
And you know, even if your four parents going to slavery, or your parents, and then like, but you come up here, so if your parents never in a slavery, you would be in a slavery, sir.
You would not be here. You wouldn't be the descendant of them.
Or something.
Oh.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, the parents of our parents didn't gone through slavery.
Yeah. Alright, if your parents
Well, but then
have some.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
If our parents were, and you know, say no must. No must, you know. Because there was, you see, Maple, Manchester Avenue was, you know, Manchester Avenue was mostly black owned. A lot of the businesses in the town were owned by blacks. Yeah. Who owned them business now? All right. So obviously that wealth did not pass on to their children.
But
Fly out. Let's see there. Look at them what they have box. What you know what out of more. Yeah, look at them. Huh? Well, a lot of them, well, they might not job. They buy an apartment and so them. Boy, I'm contented. Not knowing that you inherit something from your parents and you build on that. You have more things to pass on to your child. That's generational wealth. A lot of other things them high-rise building get built in the States. White people able to pass on some wealth to their children who is already working and already financially alright, but inherit something. So I think that he inherit and say, no, I buy a big building and I'm going to build a skyscraper. You get me? Right. So when he does that, then he's now able to pass that on to somebody in his family. Yeah, man. Westmoreland. Westmoreland, Savannah man was probably 95% business black owned in the whole town. Today it is, what was it? Probably 95% Chinese owned.
Until maybe I didn't run left too, so sometimes people
They don't run lefty. Some don't sell it, you know.
family have 5 things. Yeah.
No. That's not the case down there, so. You know what they did? You know what they did in Westmoreland? And other places too. You, the black man, have your business going. If you want to make a money, I approach you. Yeah, about 100,000. At the time when they approach them. Alright, they rent the place from you for the same money that they would be making now. And pay that each month. They just shut up and rent it. And as far as I'm concerned, well, I'll get the same money more than I make without any headache. But at the same time, 5 years past them paying the same rent. Thank you. when you could have, and then another thing too, the black owned business, the banks were not backing them up. Gentle speed, the banks weren't backing them up. No financial support. So any month they are not able to pay their workers. The bank might say, the only thing we can give is an overdraft. You know, the overdraft lick your kill you. Yes.
Yes, sir, but even within our society, you find that you get money so quick to buy a motor vehicle.
Exactly.
And if you go with a proposal for a business,
ain't getting a penny. You know how they will say, how they will let you? Yes, you will say, we can lend you a personal loan, you know. You can borrow, we can lend you a loan. But we will write that it is to do some fix up on your house, but whatever you want to do with it, we can't stop you. That's how most people end up getting a loan from the bank. Once you go into a business loan, not lending you know, but they will lend you a personal loan, unsecured. See? The interest rate is higher. That's why it's unsecured. The interest rate is high. Anyway, this world is not level for us here. And there's one way for us to get it level. Come back this way. One way for us to get back things. Somewhere. Continue reading. We got to delve deeper into our laws, study them. Can't follow no other reason, let them tell you that the laws are done away with and you should not follow them. You have the covenant. It's like you have your husband and you make another lady come and tell you, what did you do for me? You're not going to do it. Eh? Well, no, yeah, you have sense now, but a lot, eh? No, man, I mean you. But it happens. It happens. And then the next thing they know, they listen to the friend and they start disrespect the man and all that. You know the best thing? Sometimes it's the same friend contact of the man, you know. It's the same thing I do, you know. The same thing I do. We listen to them other races. Forsake our God, and guess what? They come now, take up our God, take up our heritage, take up our land, take our lifestyle, take everything. Take our glory. I'm talking about the Jewish persons. Then take your God. But it's a good thing that our God is not idol, so them can't persuade God to do anything. Exactly. And they block us from our God by telling us that the laws are done away with. The laws, even the laws weren't given to you, it was given to those men that are in Israel there. You don't need to keep it. Which in a way, it's you who need to keep it. It is you who need to keep it so that your life can be better. But your life becoming better is going to make theirs worse. So, once they understand that, they don't want you to keep it. Nehemiah, just remember Nehemiah. So hard Nehemiah to fight to rebuild Jerusalem. What were the heathens doing around to him? Discouraging them while they were building. Threatening them so that they have to be working with their sword and their hip. Well, I tell them. Continue reading.
Verse 42. Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. The land also shall be left of them, and shall enjoy her Sabbath, while she lieth desolate without them. And they shall accept of the punishment of their iniquity, because they despise my judgment, and because their souls abhor my statutes. And yet for all that when they be in the land of their enemy, I will not cast them away, neither
Verse
will.
what you reading?
Verse 44.
Oh, 44. Oh, 43. The land also shall be left of them. All right. So what do you do with 44? We were talking about getting back, or you get back. So 40 to 42. So you know you can get back. See? How much time you read that in church? Ever? Yeah, they just tell us that they was 10. Come on, man. How many people in church know about the covenant? Unless they read it on their own. Hmm? So, that's how you can get back. You remember, you accept your punishment. Accept, don't go on like, don't be pompous. Don't be ever as if we are being punished unjustly. Boy, I can't do nothing. Only thing me know is my born in this poverty and me can't come out. What me do for my born? I've been pompous. Father, I have sinned. My foreparents have sinned. I am getting the punishment, and I'm getting it justly. I am. Fuck that. Fashion. Let's call around to her. No, call her from my phone. Hmm? You heard about? Alright, so 43 it says the land also shall be alright, enjoying its Sabbath. Alright, they shall accept the punishment of their iniquity. Because alright, this is when you get convicted in prison. They get convicted in a trial, found guilty. Most times you accept the punishment or that. Hmm? You say, yes, I am guilty, Your Honor, and I ask you for mercy. Can grant you the mercy. Mm. And sometimes, depending on the crime, could even have your punishment served in a facility that is not so hard. Okay, all right. Seeing that you're a first-time offender, I put you at you might not get county service. I might put you at one of them facilities like Tambourine Farm or the one in Spanish on no, that's Tambourine Farm. What the other one of St. Mary name? Huh? No man, the prison. The minimum security prison. Like we don't want any more again, man. But there's two of them we have in the island. Yeah man, with them watch TV, go play football, a couple like that, in their prison. Yeah. There's a name that they call it. But they still do the time and come out, but it's not hard time to do. You have time and you have hard time, you know. Yeah. So this is where the Most High is telling you now that, alright, you accept the punishment, I might have mercy on you. Continue reading. Soon finish.
Thank you, Judge. 45. But I will for their sake remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt, in the sight of the heathen, that I might be their God. I am the Lord.
Right. So there's no situation that we as Israelites can find ourselves in that the Most High can take us out of it. And a matter of fact, any situation we are in is him putting in it. You know that? Yes. It's not you put yourself in it. The Most High put you in it. So he can take you out. Continue.
Verse 46. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
Alright. So that's basically the promises and the promises of blessings if you follow, and the promises for punishment if you don't follow. It's in Leviticus 26. It's also in Deuteronomy. The one in Deuteronomy goes a little more in depth. Sound harsh, but at least this one tell you how you can come out. You know that? Right. One in Deuteronomy, you don't carry that. And with that, we pass the class. Any question? None. Yeah? Okay. Hold on. What do you answer first? You said no? You have any questions? Alright.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
You should not asking this question. You ask it, sir.
Hold on. You shouldn't be asking this question, but you're going to still ask it. Alright. No, Mr. If me need to draw out my sword. Go on, talk.
Sir. Just asking, sir, how you get out, sir?
What I want?
Out of the slavery, sir.
Alright, go back over to verse 40.
Thank you.
Read from 40.
Verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me.
What is that saying?
So,
If they shall.
if they shall confess, sir, meaning you confess into the Most High.
Yeah, accept it, yeah.
Accept, not accepting say you're wrong already.
Alright.
And you're not telling him say you never do wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're accepting that you're wrong. And not lying to the Most High, like you're telling him say you never do anything. Or your foreparents they never do anything. So.
Yeah, like when I catch a thief right on it and him seriously and he wasn't stealing. But the caught him right on it. So the more so the Most High is saying, if we accept that we have walked contrary and that this is again.
if they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers.
Alright, so guess what? The person, no, this is where most of us fall. Because the first thing we always say, listen, first thing we always say, what an immediate sin. Understand? But if you get in the punishment. So here it is saying that you shall accept the iniquity, confess your iniquity and the iniquity of your fathers. So you have to, in you seeking restoration, you have to accept that. Why my father? The father did God, you know. But is in why you are being punished.
Would you say that this is also humbling you?
That's what he's basically telling you. Humble yourself. It's going to come out. Continue reading.
Verse 42. Then will I remember.
No. You know it's 41. No man, he asked a question. You see, you're not listening.
Oh, so we never finish.
Finish what?
Verse 41.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
If then their verse 40. With their trespass which they trespass against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me.
41.
And that I also have walked contrary unto them.
So even in your confession, you have to admit that, yes, you make it reminding. So yes, we walk contrary unto you, but you have also walked contrary unto us. You have punished us. Continue. What was it?
I've brought them into the land unto them, and I've brought them into the land of their enemies. If then their uncircumcised heart be humbled.
That's the point. The part that's the most important. When you look at uncircumcised, tough-hearted, humble it. That's what he's saying here.
And they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity. Then will, verse 42, then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham. I will remember.
Will I remember?
Will I remember, and I will remember the land.
No, you see, even the confession about the Most High now go forgive you for your sake. You're going to be forgiven for the sake of your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right, son? You ask the question.
Okay.
So you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Come, it's a come.
Come, sir.
Alright, so that's answer your question. Any other question? Any other question? Alright, so with that, we pass the class over to Christian Officer Bakawa.
These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 126th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and
Don't listen.
New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. That is which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 verse 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 to 10. Means 10 in Hebrew and is pronounced Ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering. Priest fund, free will offering for free, not mandatory, whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. Remind Akiam and Akiwatian to check.
What is the upcoming holy convocation?
Oh,
I just tell you don't raise the thing. Read it, face yourself.
Memorial of blowing of trumpet. First day of the 7th month, Thursday, September 17, 2020. This is found in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. Remind Akiam and Akiwatian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that we say Amaju need to stand, brother. Amajum Shabbat.
No, first.
Amajum. 1:30 salute to the teacher. Amajum Shabbat. Amajum. Barak. Ya'awa Bashim Yawashai Barakatam.
Yahweh Sham, Yahweh Barakatam.
1:30 salute to the sister Stam. Amajum Shabbat. Amajum. Barak. Ya'awa Shamar Ilatan Basham Yawashai. With that class dismissed. Amajum.
No, sorry, Yadamata.
Yajamata, class dismissed.